Good morning, everybody. Today is Friday. Oh, yay. April 10th. I'm so glad that you were able to join us. Today, we are going to be rolling out the first part of your Capstone QPA. I'm excited for you guys because you guys have done a lot of work over the last couple of weeks in terms of some research on advantages and disadvantages of types of governments. You've also done a brochure about a specific country that you learned about, where you had to know about the geographical location, its economy. You also needed to look into things like human and physical capital. So all of these things are going to be culminating, coming together into one big project. And that is an opportunity for you to actually create your ideal country. So we'll get into the lesson here in just a few moments. And really today is just about brainstorming. Keep in mind that this is a creative project. So it's meant to give you an opportunity to showcase the knowledge that you've gained over the last couple of weeks. But it's not like a ton of research or anything like that. Your information will just have to make sense. Okay, so I'll get into that a little bit more. But let me go ahead and share my screen. Before I do that, keep in mind you'll want to have your worksheet up. That is listed in your Google Classroom under today's date. It'll be listed as Capstone QPA Day 1. Again, that's Capstone QPA Day 1. And just grab a writing utensil so that way if you needed to take some notes about any of that information, then you can do that as well. Okay, great. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. So that should give you a little bit of time to get ready if you haven't already. Otherwise, just go ahead and pause me. Okay, so again, today is Humanities is Friday, April 10th. The competency that you're going to be working on for just this piece of the QPA is here. I can consistently and follow the norms and conventions of technical writing, including accurate use of technical terms, proper formatting of text and graphical displays, and citing of sources used. Okay, so we always want to make sure that we know what our purpose is. The purpose today, or your objective, you're going to brainstorm geographical and economic features of a country that you create. And I provide a graphic organizer for you below. All right. So I posted a discussion question for you. It's not directly related to your Create a Country project, but I think it's something that's relevant now. Just what is something in the news that you have found interesting? Go ahead and take some time. You'll want to go ahead and pause me at this point, go into your Google Classroom and open up that discussion question. All right, so welcome back. Okay, so this is just the introduction to your QPA today. Again, we're working on the lead inquiry competencies that we went over earlier. And just to give you a heads up, there's going to be 3 parts of your mini QPA that you're going to need to complete. Today, we're only working on part 1, okay? So these are the 3 parts that you'll have today: the create your country, and then next week, you're going to write a business proposal for investors to actually invest in your country. And then the last thing, as we get to it, is you're going to actually be able to create a commercial or to showcase the assets of your country. Okay, so those are the 3 parts that we're going to be working on today. Or the 3 parts that will be part of your QPA. But again, today we are only working on part 1. All right, so on your second page, you're gonna see a graphic organizer that's just gonna ask you some questions. So again, this is similar to the outline that you guys used when you created your multimedia presentation about a specific country, but now you get to create your own country. So it can have a made up name, a made up location. It doesn't even have to be real at this point. When you're looking at the history of your country, you could even like have won a war or purchased land from a country that already exists. It's totally up to you on how you do this, but you are going to be taking a look at these parts here. So I think there's 6 parts. 6 parts that you're going to be brainstorming for the Create a Country project. Okay, there will be an example one listed and attached as a right here as under the assessment. I just forgot to put it in there. So just keep that in mind. If you want to look at an example, you can see it there. And then that's really it. If you use any resources, like if you wanted to say that, for instance, in 2020, after the COVID-19 pandemic, you seized land from the I don't know, I'm going to say something really silly, from the Angel Sweet Tomato Country, then you know, you can put that in as part of the history of your country, in terms of like how the country came into existence. Okay. The other option is you could just say that like you purchased an island or something like that, but it's really just an opportunity for you to be creative and for you to show that you understand how geography and economics and culture all impact each other. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. I would like you to have this completed for Monday. Keep in mind, and let me just keep in mind that on Monday, you are responsible for taking your quiz. So that will be posted on Monday. If you haven't started studying, you really want to make sure to do that. I do have that Quizlet listed as part of your materials in your Google Classroom. So that should be really helpful for you because it's like the digital flashcards. And you should have completed the assignment by today at noon, where you needed to go through and make your own definitions for those, what was it, like 22 words, I believe. Okay, so again, those words are just making sure that you know and understand what they mean, because they are going to come into play in your Capstone QPA, which you can already see. All right, guys, well, that's all I have for you. I hope you have a great weekend. Happy Easter to those of you who celebrate, and I will look forward to seeing you all on Monday. Take care. Have a good one.